Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go from Nissan Stadium. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Check. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
He'll step up and run this. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here we go. Ready up.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Let's go. Hurt.
Putting the tight end in motion. We'll get this to Hunter on the RPO. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. Right back to Hunter. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
19 Tiger.
Tight end going in motion here.
Ready.
They'll run. It's Tootin. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was roughed right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Cowboy 80.
Now, designed run, and here's Sanders. And the Jaguars are going to have themselves first and goal. He is out of bounds at the 7.
9 yards.
So often, Mike, you can tell a team's decision on fourth down by what they call on third down. So I think after that third down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if we don't get it here, we're comfortable going for it again on fourth down.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Jaguars. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
60 Eagles.
carry now for Jaden Blue. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets it to about the 34-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Ready,
A run once more with Blue. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Late passing on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Ready. Hawk.
Again, it's Blue. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Titan first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. It's 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Dragons. Panther 11. Panther 11. Check smash. 18 rattler. 18 rattler. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man left side. He's got it. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
6, go.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion.
And he will get into the end zone. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Tennessee. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. The kick is good. And the Titans come right back to tie it at 7.
Will Riker to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On play action, Shador. That's complete to his running back, Facial Tootin. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves. Steady.
They go play action with Sanders. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. From the gun, it's Sanders. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll run it here with Tipton. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On 3rd down, Sanders. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
70.
Right back to Tipton. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
19 Tiger, 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go.
From the gun on third. That's the one thing they couldn't have there. The sack that might take them out of field goal range. So it is 4th down. That'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. That one's on target, and it is good. From the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. So after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he is gone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. Will Riker down. On for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Titans are on top. It's 14-10.
Jaguars 10. Will Riker to kick off.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This will be returned from the 2. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line.
Ready.
Play action, it's Sanders. Bush to his right, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19-2.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on. Hit. Let go.
He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7.
Ready, ready.
Brings up third and 3.
Back.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one grabbed by Austin. And he'll take this one in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Titans. Reichert now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans are out to a 21-10 lead.
Makes the score Titans 21. Jaguars 10. Will Reichert to kick off.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
They're on 35-yard line.
Ready, break. Go.
This drive begins with a run by Chuton. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
It's a gain of 17.
Deputies.
First down.
As
Jaguars.
Shador on first down. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second rounder. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Will Reichert now on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Titans add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Jaguars 10. Will Reichert to kick off.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
On the ground, it's Chuton to start the drive. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
Let's go.
Second down and 8.
Drop 50. Drop 60. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. He'll dump this out wide to Chuton. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Third down and 7.
Warriors 70.
From the gun, it's Shador. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Red. Set.
They do indeed snap it as the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Titans are going to be looking at first and goal. They move it down to the 4. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. That is caught, and he's in. Rick Pearsall, touchdown Tennessee. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Reichert out now following the touchdown. touchdown as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the ground, here's Tootin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Another run here with Tootin. Past the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be first and goal inside the 10.
Let's go. Right, number 7.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So now, from half the distance closer, here's first and goal.
Let's go. Set, go.
Tootin. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Set, punt. Blue, 32. Set, punt.
Trying to punch it in with Tootin. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
He'll try to run this one in, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
He's going to tuck it and go.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Panther 11, Cowboy 80.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. Look him up on a second down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Back to throw. Now he'll run. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
Cougar 19. Go street. Hey, check that. Street. 18, Pioneer.
They'll look to throw. Forced out wide. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Jaguars will have great field position right around midfield.
So it's really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. Sticky, green, ready.
Now, this looks like a design run. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go now. 10 black. Ready?
Here's a designed run.
And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And 1.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Now this time he'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas.
All right, Mike, so in a situation like this, I would love to see the quarterback think 1st down. I don't need a touchdown. I need a fresh set of downs. I need to keep the chains moving and give me more opportunities to hopefully end this drive with a touchdown.
Quick throw, taken in. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
Ready? Pat the 60, pat the 60.
He'll drop to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. On play action, he'll set. No chance at all. He'll go down. The former 1st overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, taking him down for the 1st sack of this new campaign.
Got it. Ready?
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
60. Mustang 19. Warrior 70. Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes fourth down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
Ready.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's not going to get there. Couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on downs.
Down.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. They'll throw out of the gun. That'll be complete to Tootin. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They're going to motion the tight end over here.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Okay, ready?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set up the screen here for Tootin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Three.
Brings up second and 5
Right.
at the 37-yard line.
Ready?
They'll look to throw yet again. Moving to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Blue, 30.
On third down, they'll set up to throw.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
4-yard attempt.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Blue. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Jack Heiser in on the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
A run with Blue. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down for Tennessee.
First down.
Ready.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup.
From the 43, here's second and 3.
43-yard line.
Backing 8.
Blue now on the zone read. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Trayvon Walker. He works his way in to record the second sack of his young career. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Street, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
He'll look to throw. Comeback route, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First and 10.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. To the pylon, he's in. Noah Fant, touchdown Titans.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route.
Now, how about this? It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't. They come away with nothing on the extra point. Here comes a return from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
Ready. Shot 17. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. He's got it! And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Got it.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Jaguars 27.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. He'll take it in at the goal line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He gets free. It's a foot race. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 97 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
On the set. Yellow. Ready. Hunt.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Slide through. Set hunt. 50. Green. Ready.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Set hunt.
4th quarter begins on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
10 cycles.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
60. Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Sinton. They're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Ready?
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jackson.
Hey,
In motion
red.
comes Thomas.
33, yellow. Hut, hut.
On first down, they'll go back to Tootin. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Let's go. Go.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard
Plastic, six.
and it's
Black jump. Ready?
Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense is right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. On the run to the right. He runs with it. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
tackle made at the 16-yard line.
Close,
4
10.
yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
In motion comes Thomas.
Set.
Handoff. It's Tootin. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to develop their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And the Jags are going to have first and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on third down, and they just can't make a play.
And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Jaguars. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter. Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the jump.
They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Come on, come on.
On the handoff, Blue. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Ready?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Pass caught by Pearsall. And that's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. The Jaguars have it. What a demoralizing play. A big chunk coming in the passing game. Looking like they had flipped the field, but then, Greg, the fumble, and the defense comes up with a recovery.
Explosive plays. That's what this offense has been talking about. This is what they've been preaching. But at the end, Mike, you have to protect the ball because otherwise it's all for nothing. That's exactly what happened here. The big pass play is negated by bad ball security, and now the defense.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Titans have got it. A big effort for the defense to come up not only with the fumble, but a very good return. And the offense, Greg, is in business. It's 1st and goal.
Great awareness, Mike, by the defender. Not only to secure the recovery, but then to turn into a runner. Thought he was going to score for a minute, but either way, his offense now is in prime position, 1st and goal, hoping to capitalize. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive. Some points.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Number 4. A gain of a yard.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal.
19 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
Ready. Red, cycle. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He will find Thomas.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He'll drop to throw. To the left side, caught by Hunter. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he's going to have that 1st down, working his way to the 20-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Back to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Roster 6, 45, right.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Clock will stop at 35 seconds to go.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Turnover on downs.
Mustang 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Let's go. Ready.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Riker now to add the extra point. Oh, a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't. They come away with nothing on the extra point.
I just can't wrap my head around that decision, Mike. I mean, think about it this way. If you want to go for 2, by bringing your extra point unit on, you have to snap the ball from the 15. If you keep your offense on the field to go for 2, you get to snap the ball from the 2-yard line.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Mega. Let's go. Red, yellow. Set.
They'll look to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
19 tight. Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Well, it's another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So, it's a win here for the Titans. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the